Hello everyone, it's Pharaoh War here and welcome to the channel. So guys, in this game we're playing as the Lizardmen led by the big guy himself, Kroggar riding Grimlock. And we'll be facing off against none other than the Tomb Kings, of course, led by Cetra the Imperishable, riding his faithful kitty. So guys, this game I'm going to be showing the formations and the builds on the map itself, so enjoy it and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so for my build, I've got 3 Saurus Warriors with shields forming up my center line. On the flanks there, I've got 2 Saurus Spearmen with shields as well, 2 Temple Guards in the back, Skink Cohort, a Skink Priest of Beast with Amber Spear and Flock of Doom, a Skink Chief on a Pterodon, both my Skinks are on Pterodon, and for my Lord, I've got, as I mentioned before, Kroggar riding Grimlock with all his abilities without Deadly Onslaught, because I always see Deadly Onslaught as very expensive, and I've got 2 Chameleon Skinks. So guys, let me explain my build first. My build is mainly, I know that Tomb Kings tend to go Necro Sphinx, getting the Kitty Sphinx and all that. So what I like to do is, I like to keep my Temple Guard at the back. And I use my Chameleon Skinks in the front first, and then I pull them back behind my lines. And in the back over there, I have Kroggar running around. And my opponent will try to catch him, but Kroggar with Foe Seeker and the swiftness of Itzel will, with the swiftness of Itzel will always run away, because he already has 75 speed. While the normal Sphinx, like the Regiment of Renown, he's got 60 something. He's got 68. So there's no way he's gonna catch him unless I wasn't on top of my micro. So what I do is, I wait for my opponent's constructs to push through and get in the back line. Use my Skink Cohorts with the Chameleon Skinks and the 2 Temple Guard to just take down the constructs bit by bit. It's pretty easy. Just needs a little bit of micro. Other than that, it's a pretty easy build to use. As for my opponent's build, he's got a front line of Skeleton Warriors with shields. Skeleton Spearmen, sorry. He's got also King Nechesh's Scorpion Legion, which is just a Skeleton Spearman with Poison and Regiment of Renown. A Lich Priest of Nehekara with Jav's Incantations and Neru's. Let's check the icons first so we can learn them. He's got Neru's Incantations, which gives physical resist, and Jav's Incantations, which gives weapon damage and armor piercing, with of course the Restless Dead. He's got also Cetra on a kitty, with the same spells and all his abilities. With Javs and Neru's and the Restless Dead. He's got also for leadership, where is that guy? He's got a Necrotect with Restore and the Elixir of Might, which gives a huge buff to weapon damage and he can also restore constructs, which he will need mainly because he's got a Sphinx, and the Sphinx is mainly the strongest thing he has. And he also has 2 Sepulchral Stalkers with Ushabti Great Bows. So my opponent's build is simple. Get on the dinos and beat them down using the Sepulchral Stalkers, the Ushabti Great Bows, and the Regiment of Renown Sphinx, while using Cetra on the infantry, just to destroy the front lines or destroy spearmen or whatever I have as an infantry. Alright, so I guess we can start. So I'm gonna fast forward there for a while because, you know, there's a lot of skirmishing going down, and I'll do a lot of skirmishing because I wanted my opponent to waste the Ushabti Great Bows ammunition because they don't have a lot. They only have like 22 or 23, and yeah, they already wasted like 4 of them. And this for me is perfect. I wanted my opponent to attack, but he's still not attacking, so I'll just keep being an annoyance and nuisance because I didn't want to attack him. I wanted him to show his hand. I wanted to show what's hidden, what's not, you know. So I noticed that he's got the Sepulchral Stalkers, he's got everything over there. So now we can slow down there. So now Kroggar and the Necro Sphinx get down on it, and look at this beautiful fight, man. Cetra, on the other hand, breaking through the front lines, getting in the back, but immediately I'll send in my Temple Guard, one on the Necro Sphinx, the other one on Cetra, with the Chameleon Skinks just firing down and taking down these large units bit by bit. Saurus Warriors meeting the front line, just getting my Saurus Warriors to attack them. I only have 3, while he has 4 Skeleton Spearmen. Necro Sphinx and Kroggar just going at it with the help of the Temple Guard. Kroggar will win this fight, but my opponent, very smartly of him, he just keeps spamming these spells on the Nourishment of Renown, Necro Sphinx, and Cetra, which is the smart thing to do in my opinion. Like, you need to spam these spells to also give a 7-second heal spam to all units, which is exactly what you would want. So my opponent showed his hands finally. He's pushing up the Regiments of Renown Spearmen with the Sepulchral Stalkers. I noticed I'll pull back Kroggar, and I'll try to pull back the Temple Guard, but I'll send them in again on the Necro Sphinx, but notice that he will just push through. I will run with him, keep the Temple Guard on his space, and then I'll send Kroggar right in his face to just block him, and there we go. Look at that! These two are just gonna go at it, but Kroggar is going to lose horribly because, again, very smartly from my opponent, loving his build. Let's check it out. With the Elixir of Might and Job's Incantation, he's got a 70% increased weapon damage. So he's got 735 damage, and 480 of that damage is armor piercing with bonus versus large of 35. So right now he's got a melee attack of 120 something on Kroggar, while Kroggar has a melee defense of 40. So yeah, that guy will hit each and every small hit he will dish out to Kroggar will hit him right in the face. Very well played by my opponent. Loving the build, man. Very well played to you. On the other side, Cetra is already taken down to half health while I'm not losing a lot, just a little bit of skin cohorts and some temple guard, which Cetra is very expensive as he is right now. I think right now he costs like 2,800 or 3,000. And this is what I'm talking about. I will get Kroggar running around all the map. Just keep running around, trying to get the Necrosphinx in the center of my temple guard right there. And I'm pulling back these temple guard as well, so I can have them both attacking the Necrosphinx when he gets in place. Chameleon King's just trickling damage on Cetra. Yeah. Firing in an Amber Spear, hoping it's gonna miss horribly. Yeah, if that would have hit, would have done really some good damage. Yeah, my opponent is focusing on the skin core. It's not a very smart idea. He should send in, keep pushing in with the Necrosphinx, but in the same time he will be facing off against Temple Guard and the Chameleon Kings, which is still not a very good idea for him. Let's slow down and take an overview on the map. So I've already taken down two Skeleton Spearmen. Actually, yeah, two Skeleton Spearmen, one over here, one over there. These guys are already being taken down. On the other side, the Sepulchre Stalkers are fighting some Saurus Spears, which is not that good idea. Like, I should have noticed this. Instead of blobbing both my units on the Lich Priest, I should have sent one over there on the Sepulchre Stalkers. They would have done some good damage, because these guys don't really have that high armor. They have 80. 80 is fine, but yeah, these guys already have armor piercing of 15, which is okay. Yeah, like sending them would have just, you know, helped me take them down easier. He's focusing hard by the Ushapti Great Bows on my Skink Priest of Beast, because that guy, yeah, I got a lot of value out of him right now. He did a couple of good Amber Spears on Cetra. Like, things are looking good. So if he dies right now, I'm fine with it. Let's continue. So yeah, as you can see, I'm always running with Kroggar inside my unit. So the Temple Guard, yeah, there we go. Once they attack a unit of the constructs will just start off with their animations, and it's going to be really hard for my opponent to pull them out. So yeah, I'm just keeping Kroggar in the center there. I'll notice he's sending in these Sepulchre Stalkers. I will run away immediately with Kroggar in that direction right there. Oh yeah. Right now, the kitty is not enjoying himself. Cetra riding his faithful kitty is not enjoying himself at all. He's finally got the Ushapti summon. He's going to do it, but yet again, the Ushapti summon has been summoned on 2 Temple Guard, and there we go. Kroggar is getting in on the kitty with the Necrosphinx running around, trying to get to the Chameleon Kings. Yeah, I sent in Kroggar to help kill the kitty, and the kitty is just getting a lot of damage. Crumbling at the moment, and there we go. The kitty dies, and that is a huge win to me. With the kitty dying, that I just caught my opponent off guard with the kitty dying, and then he's trying to send in the Necrosphinx, but still again the trickle damage from the Chameleon Kings, he's just going to be sent in the middle of Temple Guard, which I'm totally fine with. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of value out of these Temple Guards. Kroggar, I noticed these Sepulchre Stalkers are on one side while the others are on the other side, just shooting their poisonous venom at me, and he's getting shot in the face by the Ushapti Great Bows, and all I'm trying right now is just to run through my units that way to just get the Sepulchre Stalkers. I did the Swiftness up. It's still just trying to give him a boost of speed, but apparently it actually knocks out the Sepulchre Stalkers, which I was totally fine with. And now it's time for Kroggar to shine a little. He's been running around, time to dish out some damage, and there we go! Look at that charge, guys! Beautiful damage from Kroggar, just doing his thing on these Ushapti Great Bows. These guys, yeah, they've finished their ammunition, but not a lot of value out of them. They only took out my Skink Chief, which I'm fine with. The Skink Chief only costs like 700, which is fine by me. And the Skink Priest of Beast, already I got a lot of good value out of him. Let's look at the backlines. 2 Temple Guard, 2 Chameleon Kings just firing off at the Necrosphinx and the Ushapti. These guys are not in for a good time. Temple Guards can dish out damage while taking it. These guys are awesome. Have I said they're very good? I think I've said it like 6 times. I just want to make sure that you guys get how good they are versus the Tomb Kings. The Saurus Warrior is sending in on the Sepulchre Stalkers. I want to stop them from rushing Krogar. My opponent will stop in place and trying to fire a little bit on them. That's some good damage right there. Necrosphinx getting caught still by the Chameleon Skinks, and the Temple Guard just getting shot. Trickle damage bit by bit. Sending in as well the Saurus Spears just to stop him from running away. Let's slow it down because I want to show you something. Krogar is actually pretty good versus the Sepulchre Stalkers. I just noticed this now because he's got 40 melee defense to their 24 melee attack, so he will do pretty good. And he's also got anti-large, so he's got, I'm not sure if the anti-large, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the anti-large adds bonus to melee attack and melee defense. Not sure if it's only to melee attack. So fighting off against these stalkers will give him a big boost of the morale, and he will dish out a lot of damage on them, and he will eventually kill them, as you'll see. Back to the Necrosphinx, getting taken down. Temple Guard doing their jobs. Chameleon Kings just standing there. Already one of them is out of ammo. The other one's still poisoning the Necrosphinx. But as you can see with the animations, the guy is taking down. And look at that beautiful animation while dying. Taking out a big chunk of Temple Guard just flying around him. So yeah, back to Krogar. He already took out these Sepulchre Stalkers. I should have attacked the other ones. But what I do is I'll run away. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just attacked because I have these guys as well attacking them from the rear. Yeah, he could have done some good damage. I'll try to run through my units, but unfortunately he will rout. He will rout now, and then he will run off in the wrong direction. But these Saurus Warriors will catch them and will get them to start attacking the units. And Krogar will eventually run away to safety. Right now, it's just a matter of cleaning up shop. I'm killing the Necrotech. The Lich Priest of Nehekara will die because he's crumbling down to 112, 101, 90 damage with these Chameleon King shots coming in. That guy as well will die. Look at him fall. This is very sad for the Tomb Kings in the moment. And with the death of the Lich Priest, a mass crumble hits my opponent and I take the game. Very well played to my opponent. I loved his build. The mass healing with the buffs on the Regiment of Renown Necrosphinx just made Krogar. Eventually, I didn't get a lot of value from Krogar. All he did was just run around all game, but that is just because my opponent had a very nice build, if I might say so. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Cheers and have a nice day.